In the shadowed corridors of the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, history whispers through the granite walls. Cadets tread the same paths where figures from the past seem to linger, their presence felt in the chill of an unseen gaze or the echo of a distant footstep. It is here, among the turrets and gargoyles, that tales of hauntings have woven themselves into the Academy's storied legacy. Tales that chill the spine and ignite the imagination. These are not just stories. They are echoes of lives once lived, captured in the twilight between yesterday and eternity. At West Point, the past is not past. It is palpable. It breathes. In the dead of night, cadets have reported encounters that defy explanation. Specters draped in the garb of old battles, their eyes alight with the fires of history. From the well-documented apparitions of the 1970s to the mysterious occurrences that continue to perplex, West Point serves as a portal to a different dimension where the veil between worlds is thin and the spirits of soldiers past walk again. The legend of the Pusher is a chilling chapter in the ghostly annals of West Point. This spectral soldier, a ghost from the 1830s, is said to haunt the barracks, his eerie presence almost palpable in the cold night air. Room 4714's transformation is a testament to West Point's unsettling encounters with the supernatural. After numerous reports of paranormal activity, the decision was made to convert this once barracks room into a study area. This change coincided with a noticeable decline in ghostly sightings, leading some to speculate about an exorcism of sorts, though no official rituals were reported. Today, room 4714 stands as a quiet study space, devoid of the eerie disturbances that once marked its history. The room's transformation is often pointed to as a rational move to dispel fears and restore normalcy. Yet it also serves as a physical marker of the Academy's ghostly legends. For many, the room remains a symbol of the unseen layers of history that envelop West Point, layers that continue to intrigue and mystify visitors and cadets alike. Quarters 100, known as the Superintendent's House, is often described as a hub of paranormal activity at West Point, akin to a supernatural hotel. Over the years, it has reportedly been home to several spirits, but two have become particularly famous: Molly, the Irish cook, and Greer, a former orderly. Both are said to interact with the living in startling ways, from knocking over objects to creating sudden cold spots. Psychic investigations have played a significant role in shaping the lore around Quarters 100. Notably, clairvoyants Eric and Lorraine Warren conducted a séance here in the 1970s, claiming to contact Molly and Greer directly. Their descriptions have been partially corroborated by historical research, adding a layer of credibility, or at least intrigue, to their claims. The ongoing tales from Quarters 100 not only enrich West Point's ghostly narrative, but also highlight the complex relationship between its historical figures and their alleged afterlives, blurring the lines between past and present in this storied military academy. Quarters 107B is haunted by the Lady, a ghost whose tragic tale is woven into the fabric of West Point's ghostly history. Her story begins with a love triangle that led to heartbreak and eventually her untimely death. The Lady is said to manifest her sorrow through disturbances that unsettle the living. Objects move without cause. Strange noises fill the air, and the atmosphere thickens with the weight of her unresolved anguish. The intensity of her presence has led to numerous reports from residents of Quarters 107B, compelling the Academy to occasionally seal off her reputed room. Despite such measures, the Lady's spirit remains an active figure in West Point's paranormal landscape. Her story, a poignant reminder of the personal dramas that unfold alongside military discipline. Her haunting serves not only as a tale of caution, but also as a spectral emblem of the emotional residues that can linger in old storied buildings, making her one of West Point's most talked about apparitions. West Point has attracted numerous paranormal investigators drawn by its reputation as one of the most haunted military academies in the United States. These investigations range from amateur ghost hunters to professional demonologists, all seeking to uncover or document the supernatural phenomena reported within the Academy's walls. The methodologies applied during these investigations often include the use of electronic voice phenomena, EVP recorders, thermal cameras, and other high-tech equipment designed to detect anomalies. Despite varying degrees of skepticism and belief, some investigations have yielded recordings and readings that proponents argue are evidence of paranormal activity. The findings from these investigations contribute to the ongoing debate about the existence of ghosts at West Point. They also serve to amplify the Academy's mystique, attracting not only those interested in the paranormal, but also tourists and history enthusiasts fascinated by the blend of historical significance and supernatural lore. Not everyone is convinced that West Point's halls are haunted. Skeptics argue that many of the experiences reported can be attributed to the power of suggestion, psychological stress, or environmental factors such as the ancient creaking infrastructure of the buildings. Rational explanations often include drafts caused by old windows, sounds attributed to the settling of old buildings, and the high-stress environment of military training influencing cadet perceptions. Critically, these skeptical viewpoints are essential in balancing the narrative surrounding West Point's ghost stories. They encourage a more grounded approach to the tales and remind enthusiasts that not every bump in the night is a call from beyond. The ghost stories of West Point do more than chill the spine. They weave into the psychological fabric of the cadets. The stories also serve as a test of courage, a way to face fears in a controlled environment. S5. For new students, these tales are a rite of passage, a common bond shared in hushed tones during late-night study sessions. Whether or not one believes in the ghosts, the stories themselves are a crucial part of the West Point experience, shaping the Academy's culture and identity. S5. Moreover, these tales offer a connection to the long line of cadets who have walked the halls before, providing a sense of continuity and tradition that is vital in such a storied institution. The barracks at West Point are hotspots for ghostly tales, with numerous cadets reporting strange occurrences over the years. These range from the sensation of being watched to the sudden appearance of apparitions. The stories are particularly concentrated in older buildings where history seems to permeate every brick. Personal accounts often include details that are chillingly consistent. Descriptions of soldiers in period uniforms, cold spots in rooms, and unexplained noises. These experiences are shared among cadets, often becoming more elaborate as they are passed down through classes, each generation adding their own encounters to the lore. Professor's Row, a line of housing historically reserved for West Point's academic staff, has its own collection of ghost stories. These tales often involve former inhabitants who, some believe, have never left. The close quarters and shared histories contribute to a dense tapestry of lore, with each home having at least one story of unexplained phenomena. The stories from Professor's Row not only add depth to West Point's ghostly reputation, but also serve as a reminder of the personal histories that are as much a part of the Academy as its official records. These tales, whether believed or dismissed, are integral to the cultural heritage of West Point, offering a glimpse into the lives of those who shaped its academic legacy. The Lady of Quarters 107B is perhaps one of the most emotionally compelling ghosts at West Point. Her story, rooted in betrayal and loss, resonates with those who hear it, painting a picture of a woman trapped by her own sorrow. Mediums and paranormal experts who have studied my presence often speak of my intense emotional energy, which they believe influences the physical disturbances reported in my former home. This detailed narrative explores the layers of my story, seeking to understand not just the paranormal aspects, but also the human emotions that fuel my continued presence. It is a tale that bridges the gap between past and present, highlighting the enduring human connections that ghost stories can represent. The ghost stories of West Point go beyond simple tales of hauntings. They are a fundamental part of the Academy's culture. They foster a sense of mystery and intrigue that enhances the cadet experience, providing a counterbalance to the rigorous discipline of military training. These stories also serve as a bridge between cadets and the long line of military history, making the past a living part of their everyday lives. Moreover, these tales are a tourist attraction, drawing visitors eager to experience the storied past of the Academy firsthand. They enrich the local culture and offer a unique perspective on the history of West Point, blending folklore with historical fact in a way that captivates imaginations. At West Point, the supernatural is not confined to specific locations or dramatic events. It is woven into the fabric of daily life. Cadets and staff report small, unexplained events that suggest the presence of something beyond the ordinary. Books that fall without reason, whispers in empty rooms, and shadows that seem to move against the logic of light. These encounters serve as constant reminders of the Academy's haunted reputation, influencing daily routines and adding a layer of wonder to the otherwise structured military environment. They are anecdotes shared in dining halls and dorm rooms, part of the lore that makes life at West Point unique. West Point is a nexus of American military history, and some of its most famous figures are said to roam its grounds long after their deaths. From Revolutionary War heroes to esteemed generals, the spirits of these historical figures are a significant part of the Academy's ghost stories. These tales often reflect the respect and reverence cadets feel for their predecessors, serving as a homage to their enduring influence. The stories of these figures are not just ghost tales, they are lessons in honor, duty, and the sacrifices of military life. They remind cadets of the weight of history that accompanies their training and the legacy they are expected to uphold. The media has played a significant role in shaping the public's perception of West Point's ghosts. From television documentaries to online articles, the tales of hauntings have been broadcast far and wide, attracting a global audience fascinated by the blend of history and mystery. This exposure has not only popularized the ghost stories, but also brought scrutiny and skepticism, leading to a broader dialogue about the nature of these hauntings. The media's portrayal has been pivotal in maintaining West Point's status as a haunted landmark, influencing both believers and skeptics alike. West Point's archivists play a crucial role in preserving the ghost stories that are part of the Academy's heritage. By maintaining records, letters, and diaries, they ensure that the tales of hauntings are not lost to time. However, their work also involves discerning fact from folklore, a challenging task given the subjective nature of ghost stories. The archivist's efforts provide a foundation for both scholarly research and casual interest, offering a more nuanced view of West Point's haunted history. Their work ensures that the ghost stories, whether myth or reality, remain a vibrant part of the Academy's narrative. The future of ghost hunting at West Point looks to be as spirited as its past. With advances in technology and a growing public interest in the paranormal, new investigations are likely to delve deeper into the Academy's mysteries. These future endeavors may use more sophisticated methods to explore the old tales and perhaps uncover new ones. As these investigations evolve, they will continue to feed the lore of West Point, attracting a new generation of ghost hunters and history buffs alike. The blend of old tales and new technology promises to keep the Academy's ghostly legacy alive and well into the future. The ghosts of West Point are more than mere stories. They are a profound element of the Academy's identity. They link the past to the present, offering a glimpse into the human aspects of military life and the enduring impacts of history. These tales of hauntings enrich the experience of cadets and visitors alike, weaving a narrative that is both eerie and educational. As we reflect on these stories, we see not just tales of the supernatural, but also a powerful reminder of our ongoing fascination with the unknown. The ghosts of West Point, whether spirits or stories, continue to haunt our collective imagination, challenging us to explore the shadows of history and the depths of the human experience. This exploration of West Point's haunted halls sheds light on an intriguing intersection of history and mystery, where the echoes of the past meet the enigmas of the present. It is a journey through time, memory, and the chilling tales that make the Academy a uniquely spectral landmark in American history.